Leadership mistakes can quietly sabotage your team effectiveness. So building high-performance teams starts with investing in your people. People start second-guessing their decision or pulling in different directions. How you, by the way, to focus on the bigger picture. A lot of times I see leaders assume that the team knows what to do. You're going to have problems. Ever wonder why your team isn't hitting the performance level that they are capable of? It might not be about them, by the way. It could be about you. So leadership mistakes can quietly sabotage your team effectiveness, productivity, and of course, morale. So in today's video, I'll break down 3 common leadership mistakes that could be killing your team performance, and more importantly, how to fix them right away. So hi, I'm Andrea Petrone and welcome to the World Class Leader Show. I have spent over 20 years helping CEOs and leadership teams from Fortune 500 companies to medium companies navigate challenges and unlock their full potential. This podcast is all about sharing actionable insights to help you become the stronger and more effective leader. And if you want to take your leadership and your team performance to the next level, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So now let's dive into the top leadership mistakes and how you can turn things around. So let me start with mistake number 1, micromanaging. So trying to control everything is a big thing. So let's start with one of the most really damaging leadership habits. What does it mean really micromanaging? Well, we all heard the term, and it's important to understand why it's such a performance killer. Micromanaging happens really when leaders feel the need to control every single detail of what's going on, right? It's usually driven by fear that things won't get done right, that mistakes will happen, or the leader won't really stay in control. So it's natural. So here's the problem with that. When you micromanage, you send a clear message to your team, right? And the message is, I don't trust you. So even if you don't say outright, well, that's what your actions communicate. And your team, believe me, will sense it. So when people feel like they aren't really trusted, they stop being proactive. They stop coming up with new ideas. They stop taking initiative. They become silent. Passive, so just waiting for instructions. So worst of all, you will exhaust yourself by doing everyone's job instead of focusing on what really matters most as a leader. Learn how to delegate with trust. Delegating doesn't really just handling of tasks. It means giving your team the responsibility and the freedom to take ownership of the work. So start also by clearly defining the outcomes that you want, your expectation, but then step back and let your team figure out how to get there. Let them make decisions, and more importantly, let them make mistakes and learn from them. Over time, your team will grow more confident, more capable, and more self-reliant, allowing you, by the way, to focus on the bigger picture. Let me then go to mistake number 2, focus on tasks and not your people. Another major mistake leaders I noticed do is focusing too much on tasks and not enough on the people doing the work. It's easy to get, by the way, caught up in deadlines, KPIs, and the endless list of things that need to get done. But here's the thing, your team is not a machine. There are people, strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and challenges. So if you ignore the human side of leadership, you're going to have problems. And when leaders only really focus on tasks and results, they really create a transactional relationship with their team. So employees really start to feel like cogs in a wheel, only valued for what they can produce. And it kills, by the way, morale, creativity, and of course, engagement. So, and when people don't really feel valued, they won't go the extra mile. They will do just enough to get by, right? So over time, you will notice that performance level drop, and even your high performers will start losing their edge. So how can we fix it? Well, let's start with shifting your focus from just task to people first. So building high performance teams starts with investing in your people. Take time to understand their strengths, their motivations, and of course the challenges they're facing. Give them opportunities to grow, whether it's through coaching, mentorship, or taking new responsibility. So recognize their contribution, show genuine appreciation of their efforts, not just their results. And by the way, when people feel valued, they are motivated to do their best work. So high performance really follows naturally when you create a culture where people are seen, appreciated for who they are, not just what they do. So, mistake number 3, lack of clear direction, which is huge. And that is one of the most common mistakes leaders make in not providing clear direction because they underestimate their impact. A lot of times I see leaders assume the team knows what to do because they've mentioned goals in passing or held a few meetings, right? But the reality is, without clear, consistent direction, even the best teams will struggle. So here's the problem. When your team doesn't have a clear sense of direction, they ended up spinning the wheels and going everywhere. And they might be working hard, but without a clear understanding of what success looks like, their effort can be scattered and unfocused. And this, of course, leads to confusion, frustration, and wasted time. People start second-guessing their decision or pulling in different directions, which creates bottlenecks and slows progress to a crawl. So to fix this, in my opinion, is a really twofold: clarity and communication. First, be crystal clear about what you expect. What does success look like for this project, this week, or this quarter, you name it. So break down big goals into specific actionable steps. Make sure that everyone knows that the role in achieving the overall objective. Second, communicate frequently. Don't assume that one meeting or one email enough to keep everyone on track. Touch base regularly to your people to ensure everyone understands the priorities and is aligned with your vision. When people have a clear sense of direction, they can focus their energy on what truly matters, and that's when you will see performance take off. So there you have it, the 3 leadership mistakes that could be killing your team performance and how to fix them. So let's go through them again. 1, stop trying to control everything, delegate with trust. 2, focus on your people, not just the task. Invest in their growth and well-being. 3, provide clear direction. Make sure your team knows exactly where they're headed and what success looks like. So if you're making any of these mistakes, don't worry, you're not alone. The good news is that by making this simple shift, you can dramatically improve your team performance and morale. And if you found these insights valuable, make sure to like and subscribe to the World Class Leadership. I've got plenty more leadership strategies, insights to share that will help you lead with confidence and build a team that thrives. So hit that subscribe button and let's keep transforming the way you lead. So see you next time.